Hi, happy, beautiful, wonderful, blessed Wednesday, my beautiful brides. I'm Debbie from Debbie's Bright Ideas, guys, and welcome to my page. Welcome to the Bright Ideas Crafters and Marketplace, where every Wednesday we put on the theme of the day. And I am so excited to be here, guys. I've been out for a while, and this is my first time back. I am in my new workspace, so I'm kind of tweaking out everything. Everything's kind of a little bit strange in here, but anyway, I'm here. Happy Wednesday. Hi, Tammy. Welcome, my beautiful, amazing, dear, wonderful, sweet friend. I love you, girl. I miss you, girl. Okay, I'm going to find myself really quickly here and share myself into the groups, guys. Hi. Let me see. Oh my gosh, guys. It has been, I don't know, it's been it's kind of like it looks like it's going to rain. Well, there was sprinkles. Internet crashed at work. Hi, Kim. Hi, Heidi. Good morning. Hi. I'm so happy to see you all. Happy, beautiful Wednesday. Guys, the internet just literally crashed before I got here. I was in the middle of payroll, so kind of things are a little wackadoodle today, but it's okay. We're here. We are, enjoying this beautiful Wednesday so far. I'm going to get on and I'm going to attempt to create something fun for you all today. And today is Snails Bugs. Snails, bugs, or things that fly. Oh my. So basically, we're getting buggy with it today, or a birdie with it, or whatever brings us joy. Hi, Ramona. You've missed me, Tammy. I've missed you. I've missed all of you, my friends. Guys, last night I was just in here kind of tweaking out the room. I still missing a whole light. My stands were not even in the place. I didn't even have my chargers. It's been crazy down in here. Crazy. But it's okay. We're getting together. And also, I'm having to craft on this side of my craft table. I was used to crafting on that side. I had to move my mat, all that stuff. Yeah, now, you know. If you know, you know. But I'm going to read the lineup. I'm going to read the lineup here. Okay, but before I do that, let me share myself out to the groups, because y'all know I never do that, and I need to remember. Hi, Margarita. Hey, Carol, my Carol. I'm so sorry that you've had some difficulties, my beautiful friend. Carol, I am not able to message you privately. I don't know what's going on with Facebook, girl. Wackadoodles. But that's the reason why I kind of message you in the comments, because it lets me do that, but it doesn't let me private message you, my dear. Okay. All right. So there we go. Right up in the face right here. I got the camera right up in the mug. It's your day off and you're so excited to spend the time with me. Thank you, my doll. Thank you for being here. Hey, Ruth. Happy Wednesday, friend. Okay. All right. So, guys, this is the book of all kinds of craziness. But anyway, guys, and the schedule is going to, has been tweaked around a little bit, and it's going to be tweaked around again. So we're just kind of working on some scheduling things. But today, this is what today's schedule is. Today is, I kick off the day, and then after myself is, the beautiful Debbie from Paper Sweeties, and we have Miss Christine from I'm Snowcraft. Okay, I kind of see what happened here. I have Christine in 2 slots. See? Look. Hi, Dawn. Okay, Christine from I Snow Crafted. We have Marisa from Doll's Craft Boutique. We have Michelle from Glitzy Yaya. We have Ruben from Treasures Inspired by Ruben. We have Dee from That's So Cute by Dee. We have Miss Maureen for Home for Every Season. We have a brand new amazing creator. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Ved. Good morning. An amazing brand new, my friend Maritza with a Z from Glamo Ritz, who is joining us now on Wednesdays. We are so super excited to have her. And then also we have Miss Donna from Donna's Crafts on Monday. So 2 amazing, wonderful creators are joining the group. So if you are not following them, please give them a follow. They definitely will appreciate that, and we all do as well. Hey, Donna, there's Donna, just talking about Miss Donna from Donna's Crafts. She is on Mondays, so definitely go give her a follow and a share and a comment. We always do love that. Then we do have Miss Shay from Shay's Creations. Then we have Miss Lauren, my Facebook baby, for our unique touch. And then we have Lucy from Live Faith Loves Crafts, closing out the day. Guys, if a creator does cancel, because cancels happen all the time, y'all know I do it all the time because things pop up. Hey, Lisa Chavez Palma, good morning. I've just asked the creators to just post it with the flyer and announce that they're canceling, because sometimes changing flyers and doing all that stuff is a little bit much. So, you know, we have cancellations throughout the day, so bear with us. We apologize when we do have those things, but you know, it's life. It's like we have things happen. Okay, hi Miss Morticia. Okay, so we, you know, I did miss Monday from Miniature Monday, so today's craft is going to kind of be a little bit of that. I'm going to go ahead and make a bee today. We are going to be using the bee bundle. I do believe I have some open bags of clay here that need to be used, but these are the bundles that I do have in the shop. You have seen them. This is the bee bundle, right? This is super cute. We're going to be using this today. So let's go ahead and get started. We are also going to be using this little mold here from Hobby Lobby. So if you haven't seen this one, guys, this is a really nice one. You might want to get it because especially when we're making spring and summer crafts, the little detailing on the flowers here are super, super cute. I did get in here last night. I was sitting here, guys, and I was watching Netflix. Guys, if you guys have not seen the documentary, what is it, Predator in Seville? Holy mackerel. You know, it definitely is the reason why I'm so terrified of letting my granddaughter, you know, when she said she got accepted to college and the girl wanted to move away and do all these things, I'm like, you know, I don't really step in and say a whole lot of things, but on that one, I had a lot to say. But, you know, I'm just a grandma, right? But anyway, these are the cute little flowers that we did make with these. I did make some ahead of time because I didn't want to be on here, you know, having to make all these little bitty flowers on the live. But anyway, let's get started. We're going to make 2 different size bees today. And guys, my tools are over here, so I got to get used to this. You just placed an order from some of my items. Thank you, Donna girl. I appreciate you, sweetie. And just to let you guys know, we have a large array of crafters on the groups, in the groups. We have painters, we have wreath makers, we have foamy makers, we have fake bakers. There's so much wood. I mean, there's so much. We have what is it that Shay does? You know, she sells her product and she does those amazing, beautiful crafts with her paint and her little paints, and they're like, guys, they have a name. I'm sorry, I just totally messed it up. But we know we all do different things, and it's so amazing that there's such a large array of crafters here in the groups, and you get to see all different types of things, and you get to be inspired from what someone else is doing over here, and there, and then bring it into your own, and it's just amazing. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with our handy dandy measuring spoons. You know, I was going to break my white down a little, but you know what? Let's just go ahead and be bold. Let's go ahead and use exactly what's in the package there. We're going to use the yellow here, and this is really pungent, but it's okay. We're going to go with it. Okay, so this is a quick little fast little way to make little bees if you're inspired. Hi, Teresa. Hi, my friend. You know, it's all about the bees and the bugs and everything. So you're stenciling. Yes, stenciling. Thank you, Elisa. What is it? Magnolia, right? The magnolia, the different things that she sells. The chocateur. Come on, get it. Guys, I found, my granddaughter and I were at Walmart. Guys, if you guys have not been to the new Walmart, holy mackerel, it is like Target times 10. They are really vamping it up. My granddaughter and I found these t-shirts in the women junior area for $3, y'all. $3. And you know I took several, right? Because I need several. Macy got some, I got some, and it's very good quality. But guys, they have amazing things in the Walmart store, so definitely go check that out. But $3, guys. And then yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw my post, my husband sent me a cute Hello Kitty bunny, guys. That man is just a great gift giver. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use the ½ teaspoon of clay here. We're going to go ahead and start with 2 yellow parts, right? And this is just a quick little way to make a cute little bumblebee. A bee, right? Because we are making cute bee crafts, and I could have sworn I had a bag of black here. Where are we at? Where are we at, black? Guys, see what we do? Okay. Bear with me, my friends. Y'all know I just come on here to talk. I miss y'all so much. I'm so excited to be here. I'm excited to be here. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Michelle. Hey, EP's Crafting Corner. Hi, everybody. If I missed a comment, my friend, I am so sorry. Yeah. Okay, but y'all know I'm excited to be here. Y'all can tell when I talk a lot as it is, and then when I talk even more, when I talk fast and furious, I'm just super duper excited to be here. Okay, so we found a little bit of black. Hi, Gloria. He is a sweetie, guys. You know what? That's one thing about my husband. You know, he doesn't forget, and he is an amazing gift giver. He knows me, guys. He knows me. He knows I'm a big toy lover. I just love all cuties. You know, he just knows, and he knows I've been obsessed with Hello Kitty my whole life. Okay, so now we're gonna go with another part of black, right? So we're using the 1/2 teaspoon here. So we have our 3 pieces here, and this is gonna be simple, 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 right? So we're going to go ahead and condition really quick. And this is just going to be, because this little craft here is going to take 2 little bees, but this also is like a little miniature bee. You could make these even smaller. Just go down in the, you know, in your size of clay. We're just going to roll 3 little balls here. Thank you for sprinkling, my friends. I totally appreciate that. Let's see. Guys, how have we been, my friends? How have we been? Guys, y'all seen me here. I've been posting. I completely moved from one area, from one room, one bedroom, and I have my whole workspace here, guys. It's amazing. I was packing orders in here last night, and it just feels so great. I was even in here watching, like I said, that documentary, A Predator in Seville, guys. Ugh, guys, it was something. It was something. But I was able to have it all here, and it just makes me so happy, guys. I could stay in here forever, and it's like, hold on, you gotta feed Hank and Daisy. Hold on. Hank was like, it's bedtime. Hold on, you know, I have to give them their evening snack, but you know, I forgot all that because I was in here. Just having a blast. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring our 3 little parts. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to make little wings. Hello. Okay, so here we go. Let's get some white because we need little wings. And we're just going to use some white. Hi, amiga. Hello, my girl. What you doing, chica? How is your day? So we're going to use the 1/2 teaspoon. We're going to split that in half, and we're going to use that for 2 little wings, right? So condition, roll into 2 little balls, right? 2 little balls, and I'm kind of like just palm rolling here, and then what I'm gonna do is on one side of my ball here, I'm just gonna kind of like teardrop shape this, right? Kind of like this, right? Teardrop. This is just a really fast way to make some little bees. You can just sit and make a whole bunch of them, and they'll be super cute to add to your design. And I'm just pressing down one side, right, the wider side of my little teardrop, and that's going to be my wing. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of smush down my black a little bit, right, just a little bit, kind of making it just a little smush. We're going to go ahead and add our little wing there, right, kind of making it like a little heart shape, right, dink, right. Then we have our 2 other balls here. We're just going to go ahead and add one there, and we're going to put one here. And voila. Okay, we have a smudge, but it's okay. We have a smudge. Okay, don't look at the smudge. But anyway, there's a little bee, right? So, tools. We're going to take our little pointed tool, and this one's just going to be really simple. We're just going to poke in 2 little eyes there. We're going to add in 2 small little beads, right? Just the small little beads from Hobby Lobby. If you've seen my lives, you all know, guys, I don't even know where my tacky glue is. Everything's kind of weird here. I got to get used to it. I got to get used to it all over again. Okay, so we're just going to add a little tacky glue. So bear with me, my friends. Bear with me. You already know I'm lost in the sauce. But anyway, hey. All the buddies are here. All my gal pals are here. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and insert our little beads in here, just making sure that we kind of tuck away that little hole, because these are beads for stringing, right? And they are in the Hobby Lobby bead area. They are like really inexpensive, but guys, they really do make a big impact, right? So there we go, a little bee. You don't even have to put a little nose on him. You don't have to do anything. He's ready, and you can give him a little colitita, right? A little stinger, just a little tiny one, little chiquitito, right? Just get a little bitty smidgeroo of clay. Hey, Deanna Martin, how you doing, my lady? Oh my gosh, my buddies are here. So I miss you all, guys. Guys, when I got back from Ginger's retreat, it was like I hit a wall, guys, and I kind of had I was a little down. I was sick. And then, of course, I had exhaustion, all the things. And then, of course, I get up and start moving things around. Guys, let me tell you, I started on a Friday, and Saturday, Sunday, I couldn't walk. Yeah, because I think I can do all these things, and we forget we're of a certain age, and we can't. So there's our little tail, right? So there's our little bee. There's bzzz, and this is a little miniature chiquitito, right? So, okay, so we have that. Just 3 little balls, boom, 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 bring them together and easy. So it's kind of going to be the way we work on our bee here. We're going to go ahead and start on our, oh, and what I want to do, guys, I want to do jar art. Hello. So I want to make a cutie to sit on here with our other little bee, right? Little partners. And then kind of decorate with the mix here, right? And I'm going to show you, I was in here last night and I worked on one last night, right? And there, mira, isn't that cute? Isn't it cute? This is what I did in here last night while I was watching the documentary. So this is kind of what we're going to make today. Really simple, really cute. But isn't it adorable, guys? This is so, thank you. I'm so happy I'm better too, Karen. Thank you, my friend. And this is amazing, guys, for like yourself, for tier tray, because y'all know I'm tier tray obsessed. But it's great for gifting, my friends. You can fill it up with little candies, little odds and ends, whatever. You can gift this away to anyone. It is the absolute perfect little gift, right? We're going to make sure we close this, right? And there it is. Okay, so let's work on this. Let's get it together. Let's get our life together. Okay, so thank you, Ruth. So that's what we're working on today. Hi, thank you, everyone. So we're going to start with 3 tablespoons of yellow. That's going to be the size of the head. And I know it seems like a lot, but I like my head to be a little bigger than actually that head there was 2, but I feel like I want to do 3. I want my head to be a little bit bigger than my body. So let's go ahead and work on our little head first, because that's what takes a little bit longer. Okay. And I also did find my little stick pins. Oh, I want to show you guys something else I worked on too. Get you, little girl. So these were my projects that I made last night while I was sitting in here working, watching and working in here. I was so excited to be in here. But look at this. Ooh, she's chula. And then this other little cutie. So this is how we're gonna make him today, right? Okay. So, and I found my little stick pins. So we're gonna use stick pins today. So we have those there. I have them here just watching me. This is my little audience right there. My friends, they're hanging out with me. Thank you, Deanna. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, my friends. Okay. Hi, Tina, my sweet treasures. Hello, beautiful friends. Okay, so we're table conditioning here, right? We're going to go ahead and table condition our 3 tablespoons of clay. We're not using any styrofoam, guys. This is going to be solely clay. And when you're making little miniatures like this, you don't really have to use too much. You don't really have to use styrofoam, because this Firm Soft holds up so nicely, y'all, that it just, just as long as you let it air dry really nicely, maybe stabilize it with something behind it, it'll hold up really, really well. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of working out all the imperfections in the clay. We ended up with this ball form here, right? And it's kind of oblong shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it in my palm, and then on the top half of my ball here, I'm just going to press down a little, right? Just press down a little, kind of giving it that shape of kind of cheeks, where your cheeks pop up. Good, he's not behaving. Can y'all hear Hank and Daisy? Because they're in here just being fun, and they're having fun, and they're just being fun and frisky. Thank you for the stars, Tammy. Oh my God, thank you. One of my things, guys, on Facebook, homework was for me to set up my whole star things. I had not had that set up. I've been on Facebook for over 2 years. I haven't had it, but it was part of my homework, and I had to set up, and I'm like, oh my God, it's going to say it here on my thing. But anyway, but thank you for the stars, my darling. Okay, so we have that there. We're going to go ahead and take 2 larger beads, right? 2 of our larger beads from the bead company there at the Hobby Lobby, in the bead aisle. We're going to go ahead and use our tool. I feel the eye placement has a lot to do with your crafts, right? And separating them, giving them a good spacing for me is what makes it extra cute, right? Because eye placement, eye expression, all those different things really do matter when you're making your crafts. I feel like I have a lot of, I don't know what that was there. I don't have a paper towel or anything here. But we're going to go ahead and add tacky glue in the little areas where I poked in the little hole. We're going to go ahead and put in our beads, making sure that we tuck away the little hole part. If you can find or use the beads or Perels that have no hole, that's great, but those are a little bit more expensive, right? And you kind of want to save those for other projects. These are going to get tucked away in a craft, so it's really, it's really nice to use those because they're inexpensive and they make a huge impact. Okay, so we have that. We're going to go ahead and get our little smile tool, right? And we're just going to give it a little side smirky smirk because we're fun, sassy, and free as a bee, right? Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to just add a little bitty tiny nose. Super small smidge, like there's not even a measuring spoon for this because it's teeny tiny little. Okay, hi Elizabeth, hi Diane. You have to run, but you're excited about how. Thank you, my friend. You have an amazing day. Hey Rhonda, hey Nancy, hey everybody. You have an amazing day. You be safe, okay? So we're just gonna go ahead and add in our little nose, right? And boom, boom, pow, right? There's our cutie face. Hey Lulu, hi everyone. Good morning. Okay, so go ahead and close that up. Let's go ahead and give it our baby cheeky cheeks, guys. And when I brought this table in this room, guys, you could just imagine. I could not remember how I got it in the room, and then to get it out, I couldn't get it out. I had to turn it on its side, guys, and you can imagine everything in these drawers. Yeah, I didn't take this stuff out. I just flipped it on its side, and we went. I said we'll deal with that when we get there. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and remember, when you do that, do that. Don't go there to there, because it will, it will blotch and turn weird on you. We're gonna go ahead and go bold with some cheeks. Let's go bold. Why not? We want some cheeky cheeks. Right, we're just gonna kind of get a cute little blushy baby there, right? And as your craft starts to dry more, you can go ahead and go back and because when we are crafting our projects and manhandling them with our moving them around and different things and kind of reshaping them, they drop their shading. So it's always nice to go back and just add a little bit more, right? Hey Cecilia, good morning everyone. Okay, so let's put this away. Now let's go ahead and work on our body. We're going to go ahead and set our little head here to the side, right? We don't want to get it messed up. I'm just going to set it there. Okay, so now let's work on our body. This is going to be really easy and fast, guys, and we're going to use our 1 teaspoon for that. We're going to go ahead and do two yellow parts, right? 2 yellow parts, and then we're going to do 3. And this is going to be the body of our little bee. Like, this is going to be fast. Hey Ruben, hi amigo, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Guys, I hope I don't run out of black. Not, you have more. You have a whole room full of stuff. You're gonna be okay. Hey Robin, good morning friends. What a beautiful blessing to have all of you here, guys. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and use 3, right? We're getting 3. Then we'll work on our little arms and little legs that are going to be really easy. The thing about working with black, guys, you have to be careful because it gets in your nails and everywhere, but you're going to have to just dig that out, or people are just going to think you're dirty. You're walking around with black nails. They're like, oh my God, look at her. She just be nasty. But it's clay. It's clay, so you got to dig it out. Okay, so we're just going to make 3 ball form. we're going to make 5 ball forms. How are we all doing, guys? We're doing good? What's going on here? Guys, I just want to say thank you. Thank you, God, for the peace of our world. Thank you, God, that we were able to come to a ceasefire. Thank you, God, that we were able to come to some sort of understanding so that we can end everything that's going on in our in the world. And in His name we pray, my Lord. Thank you for protecting us always and helping us, navigate and making the right decisions. And it all, and all for the sake and love of humanity. Okay, so we have our 5 balls here, right? So now what we're going to do, exactly like I just made my little bee over there, right? We're going to go ahead and you know what? I can go ahead and just smush them down. Let's go ahead and smush them down. And they're going to be smushed down about 1 inch because they basically they seem like they fit like in the little inch block here, right? So just smushing them down, smushing them down. You kind of want to keep them all the same. You don't kind of, you need to, right? Because then it's going to look funky. So we're just going to go ahead and stack, right? Stack. And then this is the shape of, this is the, this gives us our body, right? And you don't have to be cutting out. Yeah, you're going to have them. They're going to be whatever, or, you know, it's going to look a little bit like it's not even. But all you have to do is just kind of, you know, roll them together and then just kind of shape it out how you want. But it gives you the a most fantastic little bee body, right? You don't have to worry about the striping. Hey, Christine. Hey, Shay. Hey, everyone. Hey, Elizabeth. You received your chocolate bundle. You ordered from me. Oh, thank you, my friend. I know. Isn't it cute, the chocolate bundle? I'm going to make something with that next. And then I have new ones coming out. I have a patriotic one coming up. I have a lollipops and jelly bean one coming out. Guys, there's more coming out. I just got to get to it. Hopefully soon. Okay, so just stay tuned, my friends. You know, I am bringing you things to the shop. I'm working on it really, really hard. So there we go, our bumblebee body, right? Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to make 2 little arms and 2 little legs. So for the little arms and little legs, it didn't take much, a half teaspoon for each, right? So that was the perfect amount. So what we're going to do is take our half teaspoon and split that in half. You keep the nail brush at the kitchen sink. I know, we have them at work because, you know, sometimes I rush out of here and then I have to wash my hands as I get to work because if not, I have black nails, you know, at work. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to take the ball form and on one side, I'm just going to keep winding it, right? And this is going to give me my cute little arm, which kind of looks like, you know, like a tadpole, right? But that's kind of what we want, right? Like that. So we're just going to go ahead and add that here before we place our little head on. And again, right, just giving it a roll, a gentle roll on one side, you know, not touching the other because you want to keep that end round, right? The end round. And it just gives us those cute little, like, little cute arms and legs, right? When we're making our cute little bugs and things, right? Kind of like this, right? Get you, okay? So now the same thing for legs because he's going to sit at the edge of the jar. You want all the sprinkle mixes? Guys, you know what I was even thinking? I was going to do like a whole bundle box, right? But it was like, holy mackerel. It's like, be careful what you what you're going to try to commit to because then it's like hard to keep up. But good night. But believe me, I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring everything for the whole year together. Put other seasons in one box. And then just hopefully that's something I'm definitely working on. But let's see what happens here soon. Don't be surprised if you see one, you know, really, really soon. Okay, so there we have our legs, right, as well. Same way. So we're just going to go ahead and attach here at the bottom. The clay is all super fresh. So it kind of gives us like this, oh, right? Cuteness. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and we have our little body. We have our bee here, right? Real cute, real fun. I'm going to go ahead and put the toothpick through it now and let's go ahead and attach. And then we're going to give it air drying time and we're going to work on our jar. Guys, I don't even have my okay, we're 28 minutes in. I didn't even bring my Google Hub. Hi, Dee. Good morning. Hey, Brenda Hawkins Griffith. When do you plan? I want to do the bling bundle. When do you plan to do a bling bundle like the one I did? I want to do another clay and bling bundle as well. So there's a lot of little things that I'm working on. So hopefully soon. The thing is getting in those products. It's been really tough, guys. Stuff that I ordered in January is still not here. Yeah, there's just been a lot of situations. Y'all know with all the tariffs and things and all kinds of stuff lost in the ports. And, you know, stuff that I ordered in January is not even here yet. But getting in those parts as soon as I do, we will definitely get those created and put out in the shop for you guys. Okay, so there's our little body, right? We're going to go ahead and add a little tacky glue. Get our little head in there. And then once your head's on, you can go ahead and start smushing it together a little more, right? Which kind of attaching it. Hey, y'all. Hey, you. What you doing there? Okay, be careful with it because he's soft. We don't want to smush him, make all kinds of dents in him. Okay, so while we have him sitting here, he's going to be hanging out with y'all. We're going to work on 2 little wings really quick. So for his little wings, hi, Diana. Thank you so much. you are unable to. Okay, so Miss Christine will not be able to go on her live today. Like I said, whenever anyone's out, they just post it with their flyer, and you know, because things happen, right? There's things that happen. People have, it's called life. You know, all kinds of stuff going on. That's okay. That's okay. Do you have a picture of the package of the black beads? It's the ones that are, I don't shade because once I get them, I pop them open, I throw them in here. It's the one from the bead company that are $1.99 for it's the 6mm and the 8mm. They are $1.99, and then the larger ones are $2.99, and then 50% off because they're always 50 off, and you end up paying like 99 cents and like $1.50 for each package, which is super amazing, guys. They go a long way. Okay, so we have our half teaspoon here. We're gonna go ahead and make 2 little ball forms again. Same way, we're gonna make teardrops for wings. And we don't want our wings to be so big, right? We just want them to be cute. But there. Again, making that teardrop shape. Thank you, Cheryl. I tried looking for the frog video. It got deleted. It got deleted. It's gone, my friend. It's gone. I'm sorry. I know you were looking for that one, girl. I was like, I start looking for something, do something, and then I get distracted and I end up on something. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't message Cheryl back. Okay, so we're just attaching our little wing like that, and our little leg is wanting to come off over here. Okay, it was dangling in the air there. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and attach our little wings there, right? Okay. So voila, we already have a little bee, and I'm keep touching his little face. That's why I said the little blushing starts, the little dusting of the blush starts to fall off, and you always have to go back and kind of retouch. Same as we do with our makeup. I'm just making sure my little wings attach, right? And there we have our little bee. Okay, so now we want to add 2 little, little antennas, right? I'll go ahead and, I don't know, guys. I have so much stuff here on the table. I grab my paint, right? My acrylic paint, because I'm like, I'm going to paint them, but we didn't have a paintbrush here. So voila, Sharpie marker to the rescue is what I colored it. Hi, Jeanette. Is what I colored my little balls with, right? I just put them on like that and colored them. Cheater, pumpkin eater, right? So we just put these in here. You can make antennas if you like, right? But this is just an easy, fast way that I feel, because if you look at some of my posts, I saw that I put a bee post up on a donut and it didn't have no antennas. Because y'all know I tend to forget ears, tails, and noses sometimes. Right? I just do. So I said, okay, this is going to do. And you can even leave them yellow too, right? Because this is cute. And I did get these stick pins, these straight pins at Hobby Lobby as well in the sewing department. So they come, I got those from there. So you can find those there as well. Thank you, my friends. So there's our cute little bee, right? And we're still going to work on its face. Okay, so now we're going to use, where is our little white marker? Okay, this is going to be our white permanent marker. And I'm just going to add a little glimmer to my little eye, right? Boom. Just give it a little tap. We're going to go ahead and give it some little white freckles. I usually like to put my freckles in a triangular shape. So what I do is I just go with a triangular shape there when I add my little freckles, right? And it doesn't really make a big difference. It gives it a cute little face. Maybe do that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and give it some little lashes. We're going to go ahead and use our other Sharpie marker with a fine point, and we're just going to draw on some lashes. Just real quick. These lashes make a difference, y'all. They really, really do. And what I like to do is I like to go long, short, and then go back in between, and then just fill them in. Okay. Hey, baby. Okay, what you doing? We're ready. Okay, so now we have our 2 little bees that are ready, right? Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to cover our jar here. So we do have some cookie dough here. We're going to go ahead and use 1/3 cup. And I just put it on the top so everything can stick, right? Kind of emulating like if it were honey, but y'all know it's fake bake. Thank you, Margarita. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, everyone. Hi, Jeanette. You figured you got deleted? Yes, it did, my friend. It did. It sure did get deleted. They be deleting everything, guys, because I don't do what I'm supposed to do. I don't download it fast enough, and I don't put it on YouTube. Come on. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and condition. This is the cookie dough, the infamous cookie dough. Guys, I ordered up on cookie dough and white. I said, you know what? I'm not playing anymore. I am not playing anymore. I'm just bringing in heavy amounts of cookie dough and white. Because they are the 2 most popular colors in the shop. And they get wiped out immediately. And then it's like everyone's looking for it. And I'm like, I can't live like this no more. So I ordered heavily on the cookie dough in white. So hopefully really soon. Hey, Maureen girl. So hopefully really soon we'll have our supplies. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and table condition our ball of clay here. We're gonna go ahead and smush down, kind of making like a patty, right? We want to cover our little top here. But what I did here is I just kind of pulled it, just kind of pulled it like if it were like dripping a little. You don't have to do this. If you're making this, you can just lay it on top. But I just kind of did that a little bit, making sure that we don't cover the whole thing because we want to be able to unscrew it and screw it back on. Hey, Brooke, thank you so much. Unbelievable. Yes, thank you, my friend. You need cookie dough and white, Maureen? Yes, girl. They sell out so super fast, guys. The shop gets wiped out like quick. I'm like, oh my God, all the cookie dough and white went. And then all the other colors are just kind of lingering in there until someone needs it. But I'm like, I'm not going to worry about all the other colors so much like I always do. I went crazy and heavily brought in the cookie dough and white. Because they are our base colors. And here's the thing. I do have the 200 gram bag and the 100 gram bag. They're perfect for blending and mixing, right? Because you need to have those base colors, and you can use all of your other colors to just take smidges up and then create all kinds of amazing colors. So there we have that, right? So that's kind of the way I did it over there. And then what I did is I took it off, and then what the heck, and then I went back and then just added tacky glue kind of in the areas where I saw the imprint of the jar top, right? And then just put it back, just so that I make sure that it sticks. You're completely out of browns? Yes, because it's a huge base color. Hey, Tina. Hi, my friend. Yes, but no, do not fret, my friend. I'm bringing them in heavily. They should be here really soon. We do have 200 gram and 100 gram, but everyone wants that 500 gram because it's a base color. We use a lot of it. Okay, so we're covered up there, right? That's pretty good. Doesn't need to be perfect because we're going to cover it up with all kinds of goodness. So now we're going to put our cuties here, right, on our jar. We're going to go ahead and attach. And the clay's super fresh, and the bigger bee stuck really nice, but the little bee has been sitting here a little longer. So let's go ahead and add some glue there. So yeah. And I should have started decorating my jar before I attach my bees, but it's okay. We want something. We want to see it. Okay. I can just decorate the front of the jar, right? Okay. So here's the magic sauce, right? This is the magic sauce right here. When you're making something, especially like a gift like this, you want to make sure that you're using the 3-in-1 or the other adhesives that definitely stick, that are not washable, that hold gems really well. This is my absolute favorite. I accidentally grabbed this one, but Ginger said this stuff is the same. It's just as good. I actually think it might be the same stuff, just different names, right? But I'm going to use it anyway on my gems. But guys, if you're adding gems to something, you know, like, and you don't want those suckers to move, this is the stuff, right? It's a little bit more expensive. It's $6.99 a bottle, guys, but I'm going to tell you right now, you're going thanks to t-shirts, sneakers, all different types of things like that. This is caps. This is the stuff. It's very slow dripping, and you need to do sections at a time because it does dry really quickly here. And I have a fan here on in the background, and I don't know if you guys can hear it. You probably can, but you got to be, you know, small areas at a time, and you just have to be quick and fast. Okay, so we're just adding glue, and I'm just doing a small portion of the bottle there, and I'm just going to show you guys. When you are using this, guys, you definitely want to put the lid back on it, but you want to lay it down. Do not do this. Lay it down so that it's ready. So it's ready to keep using. You take the lid off and keep going, but you never want to leave it on. You know, you need to put the lid on because it will dry. This is our cute little bee mix, and this has a lot of great cute little things in here. Oh my god, what are we doing here? And it's just got cute things in here. Cute stuff. Okay. Okay, so let's get, I'm gonna bling on a live, y'all. We're gonna bling on a live. What? Say what? Okay, so let's just go ahead and add things. I don't know, I need to get these big balls out of the way. You don't need all these big balls in the way. I just kind of want to show you guys just kind of the way I did this, right? And there was no particular way. I just started just adding. There's rhinestones, there's flatback Perels in here. There's lots of cute, amazing things in here that you can add to this craft. It's just a lot. Hey, Lalani Morgan. Hi, how are you, friend? I hope I'm saying your name right. Lalani. Okay, so let's keep going. I'm just going to do the front. We're just going to do the front. You guys can already see, right? I'm just making sure that I'm holding my bee, because, you know, if not, I have my finger behind his back, because if not, I should have decorated. You definitely want to decorate your jar first before you add your craft to it, because, you know, then you're going to be struggling like this. But we are on a live and we're doing it for TV purposes, right? For TV purposes, we got to make it look, you know, we got to give you guys the effects, so that way when you go, if you are inspired, you kind of know the steps, right, to this. Right, isn't that pretty? So we'll go all the way around. I'll go all the way around with it, just like I did this other one here. And then I added flowers and different things, right? Boom, boom, pow. Let's keep going. Let me see, how much time do I have? We're at 43. I even had a phone call. I didn't even see that. I bet you it was my daughter. I bet it was my daughter. She tends to call me on Wednesday payroll day, because she thinks I'm sitting at the desk, and I'm like, no, chica, your mom's on a live. But she probably jumped on and said, where is she? Where's this woman? Okay, so I'm going to add some of this here, right? Because like I said, this is going to be a gift, or, you know, if you know you're going to, if it's for you, you can go ahead and use tacky glue, right? Because it's yours and you're going to handle it carefully at home, and it's not going to have too much movement. But if you know you're shipping this out and you're sending this as a gift to someone, you definitely want to use that glue. Guys, rhinestones are stuck all over these Perels. But you want to make sure that it gets there intact, right? So you want to make sure you use this really good glue to hold it in place. And we're just adding things. That's it. There's no particular way. Guys, I always feel like when I'm not on camera blinging, guys, I'm like a whiz. I'm like boom, 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 boom. Then I get on here and I act like I don't know what I'm doing, right? It's like, what the heck? I'm like, you couldn't even bling that. For goodness sake. For goodness sake. I'm so happy you were able to get on the live, friend. I am. I'm so happy. Thank you all. Okay, so you guys can kind of see, right? We're just adding things. cute things. And like I said, no particular order. It's just kind of getting it in here, right? Getting it cute, getting all the glue covered. And I didn't go in on this with any glitter, but you can do that as well. You can just finish it off with glitter, and that'll be super cute. I didn't do that. Let me see. So you guys can kind of see, right? Oh, she's cute. Okay, so now let's go ahead and we have that. I'm going to go ahead and get my front covered here. Let's go ahead and work this other side. And then I'm going to work on her little halo. And to kind of give you guys more of a finished look here, right? Let's go ahead and get that on here. At least the front part. I'll finish the rest of it when I get home tonight, hopefully. Guys, I'm like, hopefully. I'm going to be on the road early in the morning. I'm heading to Dallas to go see my babies, guys. I didn't get to go for Easter. I stayed home for Easter for the reason being, guys, it stormed here in Texas, and up in the area where my daughter lives, it was actually, yeah, my son-in-law was like, no, you can't drive this way. It's too dangerous. So we went ahead and postponed our Easter. We're going to do it this weekend out there. But I did have Easter here with my other children, which was super nice. I was able to cook and, you know, go into my old school cooking ways because my daughter, that was her like favorite meal that I used to make her when she was a kid growing up. And as soon as she saw it, she's like, Mom, that's my favorite. I said, I know. That's why I made it, because I knew it was your favorite. When it would, you know, when I would make her birthday dinners and things like that, she would always ask me to make that. I'd say like, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go eat? No, Mom, I want you to make. Okay. So I definitely got in the kitchen and had to remember my skills, guys, because I don't really cook like I used to anymore. But you never forget, right? It's like riding a bike. Okay, so we have that there, right? We're going to go ahead. We have our front kind of dressed up there. So what we want to do now is we want to add in these cute little flowers. Like I said, I used this mold here, this little mold here from Hobby Lobby, which is, I think, $2 and something cents, and half off. It came to like $1 something. This is a really good one to have, guys, because, you know, when we're making little crafts and we want to make little halos or just add a bunch of cute little things, we want to have all these little flowers in all different sizes, right? So let's go ahead and add little flowers. I think I'm going to go ahead and add beads first or things before I add flowers. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a halo out of glue around the top of my little bee here, right? Thank you, Ruben. Thank you, my friends. I appreciate y'all so very much. Okay, so let's go ahead and thank you, guys. I was so excited. I'm like, oh my God, what are we going to make? What are we going to do? We haven't been on in a while. What are we going to come out here and do? We got to make something cute, right? We got to get cute with it. So let's just add little beads and things. Gotta be cute. We gotta get cute with it. I haven't been on, guys, in such a long while. And it's like, I'm excited to get back, like I said, but, you know, with the movement of this space. But I'm so happy to be in here, guys. Everything is just working out so nicely. I've had this plan for a long time, but putting it in motion, you know, you guys know, we get so distracted, so busy. And, you know, it's one holiday after another. And, you know, hubbies and children and furs and, oh my. Y'all know. Y'all know. Y'all know. Y'all know. Life. So I'm just going to go ahead and just trim around my little head here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the flowers on top. Hey, Catherine, how are you doing, Dollface? Oh my gosh, Catherine, I'm so excited to use my cookie cutters too that I got from Miss Catherine at the retreat, guys. Guys, you know, I have not even been on to be able to speak about the retreat, guys, but let me tell you, when you go to a retreat like that and you get to just meet all the creators that we see here on Facebook, guys, but what happens is so remarkable, guys, because you grow these amazing friendships and relationships with these women, and you just, it's so wonderful, guys, because I walked away with so many beautiful friendships, guys. And with Miss Catherine being one, I miss you, Mama. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Yes, you use it a lot, Brooke. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing? But yes, the friendships and the sisterhood that I walked away with, gosh, guys, I miss those ladies already, and I'm so super excited, and hopefully I can see them again really, really soon, God willing, you know, because, gosh, we had an amazing time together. Just bonding and just hanging and just crafting and doing, you know, we're all like-minded women and doing amazing things, you know, and getting to know about one another, getting to know about, you know, family stuff, children, hubbies, life, you know, things like that. That's always amazing. Okay, so I did go around our little bee there, right, with the little beads. Now I'm just going to go ahead and attach little flowers. I'm just going to go ahead and put in 3. And it doesn't matter if I put it on top of what I added here. I just wanted to make sure to just get all my spots covered. Okay. So let's go ahead and just add a cute, let's go ahead and do a cute like peach one there. We'll do a cute little turquoise one there. And we'll do a little pinky over here. Well, maybe it's best to add your flowers before, guys. Yeah. Maybe it's best to add your flowers before, just because your beads tend to move a little bit because of the glue. So don't add your flowers first. I was just being lazy. Yes, it was very soul-filling, guys. Yes, I was so like, oh, just thinking about everything. I got home, you know, I was a little under the weather when I got home. You know, it hit me like a ton of bricks. But it was exhaustion and all the different things. And then there's so much stuff swirling around here in Texas. The cedar, the mesquite, everything is just swirly whirly. It was dry. It was dry as a bone. And then coming from different temperatures, you know, even though I was in Texas, being on Galveston Island, it was beautiful, guys. Ginger's home is absolutely gorgeous. But it was like 15 degrees colder than here, being here in Corpus. And, you know, being out there like a wild banshee, walking the beach at night, thinking I'm all that, like a youngin'. Oh, yeah, we sure did pay when we got home. So there's our little halo, right? You can add flowers all the way around. And then what you could do is with the rest of the flowers, you could just go ahead and just add cuteness all over your piece here. I did add some here to the front of my craft, right? So I went ahead and, hey, no fighting, guys. Daisy Duke Clement loves to fight with Vevito, with baby. You know I'm talking to you, sister. You know I'm talking to you. She just loves to be mean to him. Daisy Duke Clement. When I call them by their full name, their full government name, they know they're in trouble. They know they are in trouble when they get called by their full government name. Hey, Debbie. How are you, my doll? Okay, so I'm just attaching little flowers here, right? Like that. Ah, good. I think I'm going to go ahead and add another one there. Guys, and I'll tell you, this glue is remarkable, y'all. It's going to stick. These little clay flowers, all this bling, this stuff's going to be on here for good. Unless you're like manhandling it sometimes like I do and knock things off. Let me see the time. We have our cute little jar here. Okay, 53 minutes in. Okay, so you all know I'm running out of time. But we kind of got pretty close here, right? We got pretty close. Let's get a cute little flower on our little baby bee here. Right? So like I said, just get in here and just, thank you, my friend. Get in here and make the little flowers, and that way they're nice and dry, and then you can just start attaching them everywhere. And guys, they really do make a difference. I'm telling you right now. You can buy, and I do have a spring mix that has these little plastic flowers. I did use the little plastic flowers on this one, right? But I'm like, not everybody has those little plastic flowers. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to just make them out of the mold, because I'm pretty sure everyone goes to Hobby Lobby and we're able to get this mold here, right? It's an everyday one. And it basically is like those little flowers there. So you're able to make them and have them for your little creations, right? For our cute little crafts. We got pretty close, you guys. I'm going to finish it up, guys. Once you add all the rest of the bling and all the other little flowers, it just fills it up and makes it look so cute. Like I said, it is the most perfect little gift to give. Or for yourself, or for your tier table. Tier tray stand. Hello. So this is the one I made last night. This is the finished one, right? So it's got all the flowers all the way around. You guys can see, right? I went ahead and blinged it all the way around. And you can bling it all the way to the top. But if you add some cute little candy or something, you can add a little, like a pair of earrings. You could add a pair of little earrings in there and gift it away to a friend or to a family member. Something cute. You can do something so much with these, guys. It's just a little mason jar. That I bought like the 12 pack of mason jars from Michael's years ago. They've been sitting in the closet. And I'm like, I need to make use of these mason jars. I have so many. And it's, like I said, it's the perfect decor. So this is the finished one. Like I said, just added all the flowers there, all the different things, right? And that's done there. This is our bee guy, exactly like this one here, our bee baby. Okay, and then this is our cute little butterfly girl as well. And guys, I made her exactly the way I made the bee, but let me show you, where's the mold? Okay, for her wings, I used this mold. I used this one right here, right? And then once I got the imprint out, this one's from Hobby Lobby as well, guys. This is a new one they have at Hobby Lobby, I think. I just found this one. Okay, so once I got the little wings out from there, I just attached them to the body, and then I added the bling. Right, so I made her exactly the way I did our bee today. So if you're, inspired to make one of these cuties, that is how we did that. All right. Thank you, my friends. I'm so happy to be back, guys. I missed you all so very much. I hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful, blessed, amazing day. Remember, just be kind, my friends. Pray for our world. And, we always have to just seek our Lord and Savior, because he's there waiting for us, guys. And he's the answer to it all. I will tell you that right now. He's the answer to it all. When you're struggling with patience, when you're struggling with understanding, when you're struggling with focus, when you're struggling with all different things, definitely reach out to him. He is there for you, my friends. And believe you, the answers do come. The answers do come, because what comes is love. And with love comes peace, and all of, that equals just love. I mean, it does. It equals love. It's the way I find, it's the way I navigate through my day with my Lord and Savior, because without he, I would be nothing. And he is who makes me who I am. And I'm able to get out here and hang out with you guys and share my love for crafting and just, being here with you guys. I love you, my friends. I hope you have... Oh, amen, amen, amen. Have a beautiful, blessed day, my friend. I will see you guys soon. So let's go hang out with Miss Debbie from Paper Sweeties. I'm going to head back to the office, and let's get our payroll day on. I love you all. Bye. Let me get it. This is our finished one.